Namaste, sir.
Namaste. Please come. बैठिए Harshita. So Harshita, we begin with your brief introduction.
Sir, I am Harshita Goyal, and I am born in Haryana and brought up in Vadodara, Gujarat. And I am a chartered accountant by qualification, and my optional subject is political science and international relations. My hobbies include acrylic painting.
So you have studied also in Gujarat.
Yes, sir.
So what is your connection with Haryana now?
Sir, Haryana is basically my native place.
Okay.
So
So
I
it
was
is
born.
still your home domicile state.
My domicile is in Gujarat, sir.
Is in Gujarat. So anyway, Harshita, now you have done political science.
Yes.
And IR you took in options. So tell me about women empowerment has been done in our country uh, through political empowerment, the women reservation and earlier 74th, 73rd Amendment and all. Now, do you think that empowering women of India politically one by one will really matter unless they are socially empowered and also economically empowered?
Sir, as we know that India has taken great strides in political empowerment of the women through the introduction of the recently Nari Shakti Vandan Adhiniyam. As you mentioned, sir, political empowerment will not be a concrete step. It has to be coupled with the social empowerment of women as well. However, sir, with the political empowerment, as the women representatives come in the Indian Parliament, more and more gender sensitive policies will be introduced, which will indirectly help in the social empowerment of the women.
But has the process of social empowerment of women in India started?
Yes, sir.
Can you give 2-3 examples which proves that women today are getting socially empowered day by day?
Sir, our government is taking great strides in empowering women through the help of women self-help groups. One government initiative which...
It's a very old initiative, very old initiative, 20, 30 years ago. What is the latest? And is it the government which always empowers the women socially? Why do we have to go to government straight away? I never asked what are the government efforts. I am asking you what socially, how they are feeling empowered.
Sir, women NGOs are also working for the empowerment of women at the ground level. At the panchayat level as well, we have reservation for women, which is also helping them to come forward and voice their demands.
Okay. Let me take to the second half of your option.
Sir.
Now, it is being said within these 2 days that the executive orders of Trump is going to disrupt the legal order and also the the multilateral institutions which have been helping globally in the interest of certain global issues. What do you say?
So definitely the Trump wave has been felt all across the globe, and all the countries are gearing their foreign policies in order to address the effects of Trump. However, sir, with respect to India, the wave of disruption, as is being mentioned, is less likely, as our foreign minister has time and again reiterated that the India-US relations are only going to soar higher and higher. Having said that, sir, there are a few concerns with respect to the tariff hikes and the immigration policies of the Trump administration, for which dialogue between both these administrations will help to pave the way for the future, sir.
Okay, but you did not mention about how globally it is. My issue was not India for a change. It was how the entire world, including India, is getting affected. What are those initiatives of Mr. Trump through his executive orders? If you can cite 2-3 such orders or maybe his policies which are going to affect everyone.
So the first executive order which comes to my mind is with respect to the birthright for the US citizenship. So recently, according to the executive order, the automatic birthright which the citizens, which the people get by being born on the American soil is not going to
That is
happen.
one.
Yes, sir. Sir, apart from that,
Okay,
another,
let's go to another new topic.
yes, sir.
So you have been a Minister of State for Law and Justice in Gujarat Youth Parliament. So today you are back again as Minister of Law and Justice for this country, and you are presenting a bill on uniform civil code for the entire country. And you are speaking in favor, obviously, because you are presenting the bill. Now, in the next 1 minute, if you can just mention what all will you speak.
So the purpose of Uniform Civil Code is to harmonize and standardize the laws with regards to the marriage, inheritance, adoption, divorce related aspects, irrespective of the religion, race, caste of the citizens of India. With the help of the Uniform Civil Code, it will help in judicial efficiency as it will lead to standardization of the judicial remedy for the people concerned. Apart from that, it will also help in curbing the gender discrimination which the women face with respect to the personal laws of the diversity of religions. The Uniform Civil Code will also help in enhancing the unity in diversity of the Indian citizens and help in enhancing the fraternity.
Good. Thank you, Harshita. That's it.
Yeah. Harshita, now tell me, how do you see as on date, as on today, the strength or the dynamics of Indian Navy?
Sir, Indian Navy is strengthening day by day with the help of indigenization, which is being introduced by the Indian government. Recently, 3 naval ships had been introduced with respect to the INS Surat, INS Vakshir, and so the third one I cannot recall at the moment. So, with the
What
help
is
of
INS Waksir? What is this?
Sir, INS Worksheet is a submarine which will help in the strengthening the capabilities of the Indian Navy in the deep sea missions. And as I mentioned, with the help of these warships, the Indian Navy's capability in the regional security of the Indian Ocean region will be strengthened. And indigenization will also help in securing the autonomy and strategic advantage over other countries to India, sir.
In this connection, what is the latest about this Quad meeting? Any meeting or anything? Any development on Quad?
Sir, recently our foreign minister had a meeting with the Quad members at the sidelines of the Trump's inauguration, and our foreign minister had bilateral talks with the foreign ministers of the Quad members. This is the latest.
Why Quad should not be a military alliance? It should be a military alliance. Why it is not? Why it should not be a military alliance?
Sir, as far as India's position is concerned, so India has reiterated its stance that Quad should work in favor of securing a security alliance instead of a military alliance. As being a military alliance, it will raise concerns for the centrality of ASEAN in the Indo-Pacific region, which is the motive of the Quad members as well. Apart from that, being a security alliance, there will be obligations on the part of all the members in order to raise funds for common security clause, which is a primary objective of the military alliance concern.
Okay, Harshita, what will be the effect on India Middle East European corridor on account of this new Trump administration? How it is going to affect? Just tell me.
Sir, with respect to the effect of Trump administration,
On this corridor.
with effect of the Trump administration, I believe that the India Middle East Europe corridor will further be enhanced and expedited as in order to better connect the regions of India with the European and Middle Eastern countries.
How? How it will be better? It will, this new administration will help this corridor function in a better manner or expedite the things. How? What are the factors?
So the new administration will not directly help in expediting the connectivity. However, the parties which are concerned, they will help in expediting the corridor, as they will have to strengthen the other alliances in order to mitigate the effects of the Trump administration, sir.
My last question is about Bunny grasslands in Gujarat. Why they are so peculiar? I wonder what is the specialty of these Bunny grasslands?
Sir, I'll have to read about it, sir.
Okay. Thank you, Harshita.
Harshita, can you compare the status of women in Haryana and Gujarat?
Sir.
Just 2-3 points.
Sir, as far as the status of women is concerned, in Haryana, as it is being a more patriarchal society, greater hardships are being faced by women in Haryana as compared to the Gujarat.
That is one. Good.
However, in the state of Gujarat as well, there are concerns regarding the maternal health of the women and the accessibility to the healthcare facilities in the state of Gujarat. However, both the governments are taking strides in order to improve the in order to improve the status of women. As far as Haryana is concerned, the Beti Bachao Beti Padhao campaign has been instrumental in improving the lives of women. In Gujarat as well, the government initiatives with respect to the Suposhat Gujarat mission has been helping in order to improve the nutritional status of the women.
Okay. What about educational status of women? There was some very popular scheme of government of Gujarat for enrollment of girl child in schools. Are you aware of that scheme?
Sir, I am unable to recall the name of the scheme. However, if I compare the educational status, the literacy rate of women in Gujarat is higher as compared to the state of Haryana.
This gift city in Gandhinagar, what is its role?
I'm sorry, sir?
Gift city. Have you heard of gift city?
Yes, sir.
What is its role in economy?
Sir, Gift City is envisioned as an international financial center which is going to boost the foreign banking and foreign insurance sector in the state of Gujarat and India as well.
Only foreign banking and foreign insurance, that's all.
Sir, as it will operate as an international financial center, it will help in boosting the foreign banking, foreign insurance as well as the stock market with respect to the Indian sector. And it will help in...
Two international universities have also been established in Gift City. Are you aware? Two international universities from Australia.
Sir, I'll have to read about it.
Okay, no problem. Now you are a chartered accountant.
Sir.
Tell me some few steps taken by Government of India in last few years to strengthen corporate governance in India. Corporate governance.
So the Government of India has strengthened the corporate governance with the help of provisions in the Companies Act 2013. Yeah. Mm-hmm. With the help of that, there are a few provisions which will help in ensuring the independence of chartered accountants. If I recall one provision, it is with respect to the reporting of frauds. The Companies Act has made stringent provisions where chartered accountants are supposed to report the frauds to the Ministry of Corporate Affairs in a span of 60 days. On account.
Anything on this corporate boards?
Yes, sir. Sir, as far as the independence of boards is concerned, the Companies Act mentions guidelines wherein there should be a mandatory provision of independent directors in the board of directors. Apart from that, there should be at least one women director in the board so as to enhance the diversity of board and women empowerment.
Now, this ESG concept has also come of late. What is ESG in corporate governance? ESG. Have you heard of this term? ESG. No problem.
I'll have to read about it.
No problem. Now, there is an agency called NFRA.
Yes, sir.
We also have ICAI. What is the difference between the role of these two? NFRA and ICAI.
So, National Financial Reporting Authority has been developed under the Companies Act 2013 in order to have a oversight over the companies as well as auditors with respect to the financial frauds. ICAI, sir, is a statutory body under the Act of Parliament with its primary objective of developing the accounting standards as well as management of the chartered accountants. Both the bodies are concerned with the oversight of auditors with respect to enhancing the financial transparency.
Okay. Now, this Indo-Bangladesh relationship, Harshita, has almost nosedived a couple of months back after ouster of Sheikh Hasina, the then Prime Minister of Bangladesh. So, how do you see the future trajectory of diplomatic relationship between India and Bangladesh, and why in Bangladesh having good relationship with Bangladesh is strategically important for India?
Sir, as far as the recent concerns with respect to the extradition of the former Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina has created concerns regarding the Indo-Bangladesh relations. Apart from that, the subjugation of minorities in the Bangladesh has also raised concerns. However, with respect to the future stance, dialogue and diplomacy is the most effective way, as far as I believe, which will help in strengthening the Indo-Bangladesh relations. As India and Bangladesh are important for each other, India being the largest trading partner of Bangladesh in the South Asian region, and Bangladesh is also important for strategic connectivity to the Northeast and Southeast Asian region. Hence, both the countries should pave the way for dialogue in order to mitigate the concerns and pave the way for a more beneficial future.
Okay, good. What is this minilateralism? Have you heard of minilateralism?
Yes, sir. So, minilateralism is a concept in which 2 or 3 countries of a particular region come together in order to...
Only 2 or 3, or it can be a little bigger number?
So 2 or 3 is not a norm. There can be more countries. However, a smaller number of countries come together in a specific region in order to collaborate and enhance their connectivity and security.
It should be in a specific region?
Yes, sir.
So BRICS is a unilateral formation or no? It is not, it's spread over the entire Latin America is also there, Africa, South Africa is there.
Sir, with the recent expansion of BRICS, I believe it cannot be termed as a minilateral organization, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Good. Tell me 2 benefits of minilateralism over multilateralism. 2 benefits.
So minilateralism will help in better connectivity and mitigating the bilateral issues of country on a smaller platform, as multilateralism has its limitations because of the diverse interest of the countries involved.
Okay, good. Thank you, Harshita. Over to member.
So, Harshita, we are talking about Viksit Bharat in 2047. So, what type of Viksit Bharat would you like to see?
Sir, in my opinion, a Viksit Bharat would be one where there would be equity and equality between all the sections of the society. Apart from that, it should be coupled with the economic and technological advancement in the upcoming fields of AI, blockchain, as well as semiconductors. Apart from that, sir, Viksit Bharat would entail India's strategic presence in the global economy, where India's assertiveness would be recognized worldwide and India would be considered as a rising power between the economies of the global world, sir.
Harshita, you are a chartered accountant. Okay.
Sir.
So, what type of tax reforms would you like to suggest in the upcoming budget?
Sir, in the upcoming budget, if asked to me, the middle class is facing higher concerns with respect to the tax base, as they are the majority of the contributors to the India's tax base at the current level. So I would like to see some reliefs with respect to the middle class sector, with respect of certain incentives or deductions, which will help in reducing the tax burden on the middle class, and it will also boost the demand and growth in the economy as well. Apart from that, higher taxes can be asked from the corporate sector, as they are contributing greatly to the global economy. So instead of shifting the burden of tax base to the middle class sector, the corporate sector can come forward and balance the tax base of the country, sir.
Harshita, can you highlight the impact of GST on small and medium enterprises?
So GST has definitely helped in reducing the compliances and the legal provisions which were entailed with the vast diversity of laws prior to GST. In that, it has aided the small businesses in simplifying their compliance regimes. However, sir, apart from that, there are issues with respect to the handholding concerns, as many small businesses are unaware of the provisions of GST, which entails short-term issues in maintenance of the records. But overall, GST has been a beneficial step for the small businesses as well, sir.
Can you differentiate between freebies and subsidies?
So subsidies, the purpose of subsidies is the welfare of the marginalized section, and or it is helping to promote or incentivize the businesses to come forward in upcoming sectors. So in a way, it is a kind of an investment which the government does in order for long-term benefits of the particular sector concerned. Freebies, on the other hand, are free advantages which are of a short-term measure with no long-term benefits. They are mandated for short-term gains such as political gains or expanding the voter base of the political parties, sir.
Uh, you have a hobby of acrylic painting also. So tell me uses of acrylic painting.
Sir, acrylic painting is a dynamic medium which dries very quickly. So it helps in developing 3D paintings and arts. That would be one benefit. Apart from that, sir, the acrylic the paints have a thick medium, which will help in creating more vibrancy in the paintings as compared to the watercolors or other mediums. Apart from that, acrylic medium can be used on a diversity of sets such as paper, wood, or cloth. So this also helps in expanding the usage of acrylics for the painters, sir.
Harshita, you are already a chartered accountant. Then why civil services?
So civil services is such a job which will provide me with the diversity which I lack in the chartered accountancy. The chartered accountancy is concerned with the corporate and financial sector. However, with the help of civil services, it will provide me with a platform to engage on a diversity of sectors such as education, health, and engaging with the people at the grassroots level, sir. So apart from the diversity, it will also help in enhancing a meaningful life for me, as it will provide me with the job satisfaction by providing service to the masses, sir.
But what if you get into IRS, you won't be working in health and other sectors?
Sir,
You
if
will
I
again be posted in income tax side only.
Sir, if I get IRS as a job, in that way also I will be able to indirectly contribute towards the betterment of the sections with respect to enhanced transparency with tax collections and increasing the tax base, which will ultimately help in improving the welfare schemes for the marginalized sections, sir.
Thank you, Harshita. I pass on to Chairman, sir.
Sir.
Harshita, what is India and EU free trade agreement? What is the latest about it? FTA with EU?
Sir, as far as the current status is concerned, the talks are going on to draft India-EU free trade agreements. However, there have been not any major provisions or with respect to the FTA concern. However, in the near future, India is confident to draft FTA in order to boost the economic trade and connectivity with the EU region, sir.
Right. So, Harshita, we are almost finishing our interview. But before that, in case any of your deaf areas has not been covered by us substantially, I can ask one more question, provided you tell which area you want.
Sir, I would request you to ask me about my volunteership at the NGO.
Volunteer at NGO Believe Foundation.
Yes.
So, what is this Believe Foundation doing?
The Believe Foundation is an NGO based in Ahmedabad. It is concerned with the thalassemia and cancer patients with a specific focus on the kids. So they help in collecting the funds, and they also provide with the treatment of these kids section. So my role was concerned with the cancer patients, and I was directly engaged with the kids in order to boost their morale and with the help of various activities. so that I could engage with them on a deeper level and provide them with the emotional support, sir.
How long were you associated with this NGO?
And I'm also currently associated with it. I have been associated for the past 2 years, sir.
So were you compensating or were they compensating you for this?
No, sir. It was
Volunteer.
purely a voluntary
Voluntary
choice.
basis.
Yes.
Good. So Harshita, we are over with the interview. We will call you again for the feedback. Meanwhile, you can wait for some time outside.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, come, Harshita. Please sit down.
Thank you, sir.
So how was your performance today, Harshita? We generally ask first the candidate.
Sir, I feel that it could have been a lot better. Today, I felt that I was a little more nervous with respect to the questions.
You were nervous in the initial phase, Harshita. Towards the second part, like you improved substantially.
Yes, sir.
So anyway, if it was a nervousness without reason, irrational, then you have to just develop, that kind of. So this is going to be your first UPSC interview?
Yes, sir.
Harshita, you're doing very well, shaping very well for this kind of 30 minutes, the exercise, because one should have that approach also. You have that approach. You are good in communication, you are good personality, a little bit cheerfulness will help you, but how can you be cheerful when you are nervous? So as your nervousness goes down, you should be more cheerful. Coming to the contents, you need to brush up.
Yes,
I
sir.
think I was not expecting, maybe your nervousness blocked your thoughts. I don't know, you are best to tell. But some of the things like for women empowerment, when I asked you, you were not able to recall some of the major, Don't try to bring straight away government. I have seen there is a tendency, everyone like you, comes out of self-help groups. Self-help groups started when I was, the collector of sub-district, maybe 30 years ago. So it becomes very stale, self-help groups. And self-help groups have got their own limitations. Self-help groups, एक वो credit and thrift के लिए बहुत अच्छा है. But they are not getting. Ultimate, you should see how empowerment has actually happened. So some of them, social empowerment has come from marriages, Hindu Succession Act, Talaq.
Yes, sir.
Now, Uniform Civil Code, about which you spoke so well, domestic violence. You should think of these things.
Sir.
Okay? You being a woman, you will certainly be asked some question related to women empowerment or women problems, challenges and all. So just to give you an idea that you must look into it. You started with Namaste. I wish you had said good morning initially. I don't know whether you have been taught to say Namaste or was it your own?
Sir, it was my personal choice. I wanted to reflect the Indian culture. That is why I chose Namaste.
Don't go out of way at all for anything, Harshita, to stand out from the crowd.
All right, sir.
Don't do that. They are not looking for exceptional people. They are looking for a very normal, balanced personality, having alertness of the world, with good thoughts, with wise wisdom, and with good, decisions as and when, they are asked to.
All
Nothing.
right, sir.
Brilliance is not tested here. Or maybe your national patriotism की नमस्ते वो मत करना. ऐसा नहीं होता कि अरे उन्होंने नमस्ते करी, अरे इसको 2-4 मार्क्स और मिलने चाहिए. नो, सभी नमस्ते करेंगे, पता लग गया कि इस वजह से मिल रहा है. So do what the Romans do. Okay. A good morning will be the best thing. Namaste will, like we always sound, I will tell the candidates, I should tell you also, क्योंकि you never know, आप फिर नमस्ते करके जाओगी वहाँ पर, कि ठीक है पैनल तो कहता रहता है, मुझे एक और अकेडमी ने कहा बहुत अच्छा लगा नमस्ते. जी, नमस्ते is a Hindu kind of greeting. सलाम अलैकुम भी हो सकता था, सत श्री अकाल भी हो सकता था. सपोज इफ कोई सत श्री अकाल करते हुए एंटर करे, would you equate yourself with that person? You will say no. It looks a little. Good morning looks to be a more neutral way of addressing.
All right, sir.
All right.
Yes.
So it is like a language का माना जाता है, इंग्लिश में बोला है। नमस्ते आते ही ऐसा लगता है कि जैसे वो किसी एक पर्टिकुलर कम्युनिटी से जुड़ा जा रहा है। तो मैंने ये दोबारा इसलिए बताया कि your conviction becomes stronger.
Yes, sir.
Otherwise,
I'll take care of it.
yes. And rest was all fine. This Trump thing also needs a bit. You have to read a little more.
All right.
You did not touch the main part, multilateral and multilateral का एक भी नहीं आपने जिक्र किया ना, आपने WHO का नहीं बोला, आपने पेरिस डिक्लेरेशन का नहीं बोला, ग्लोबल ऑर्डर। आप स्टेट अवे इंडिया पे आ गई बिकॉज यू आर हंटिंग फॉर सम आइडियाज एंड यू आर नॉट गेटिंग इट, सो यू केम टू इंडिया। कुछ तो बोलना है, तो ये थोड़ा ध्यान रखना। और कुछ भी बोलना है, ये स्ट्रेटेजी भी अच्छी नहीं है। I can think of one Paris declaration which will affect climate, this, and for health on WHO. Rest I am not able to. So, okay.
All right.
So, just a word of advice.
Yeah. So, Harshita, you're a good candidate. You've done very well. One or two local, give some attention to Gujarat, okay, coastal areas, tribals,
Yes.
forest and wildlife, besides economy.
All right.
Okay, these are the important areas for you to look at. Banni grassland, recently NGT has issued orders regarding its protection, encroachment, removal. It's a very, I think, one of the largest grassland in Asia,
Yes, sir.
Banni grassland. So it's a very unique type of grassland, a lot of wildlife and all these things. So its protection is important there in near Run of Kutch, south of Run of Kutch. So read about it. I am a stronghold of Israel and a good position of Saudi Arabia and UAE. Okay, weak position of Iran and Syria, supported by active Trump administration, will expedite the IMEC, these corridors.
Yes.
Okay. So this is the thing. This corridor, these are the few important aspects of this corridor.
Yes, sir.
So because you are a PSIR optional student, so read about this, the detailing about all these things, it's important for you.
All right.
Overall, you are doing very good. Okay? All the best.
Thank you.
I think Harshita, I won't repeat the points already covered. थोड़ा सा बस स्माइलिंग डिस्पोजिशन रखेंगे ना, तो आपकी जो नर्वसनेस का, देखिए फीलिंग नर्वस in such an important interview is quite natural. The art lies in camouflaging it. So how do you camouflage it? It is simply by keeping a smiling disposition. When the member is asking question, keep a smiling disposition, which you did toward the end. तो वो थोड़ा देखिए आप, उसमें शुरू में जैसे आपने कहा नर्वस, चेयरमैन सर ने बोला, तो नर्वसनेस इज नेचुरल, बस थोड़ा स्माइलिंग रखेंगे ना तो वो नर्वसनेस अंदर होती रहेगी आपके, पर बाहर मेंबर को नजर नहीं आएगी।
Yes.
ठीक है ना, तो बस बाकी थोड़ा हल्का सा डेप्थ का और एक दो मैंने क्वेश्चन नोट किया, तो थोड़ा और अच्छे से आप कर लीजिएगा। जैसे बांग्लादेश बॉर्डर की मैंने इंडो बांग्लादेश रिलेशनशिप में कहा, तो हमारे लिए बड़ा इंपॉर्टेंट, बिकॉज हमारा सारा नॉर्थ ईस्ट की जो पीस है वो बांग्लादेश का, मतलब बांग्लादेश कैसे, बिकॉज ड्यूरिंग दैट अर्लियर रिजीम जो पूरा नॉर्थ ईस्ट में इसलिए पीस होने का एक बड़ा कारण था कि सारे उनके जो बांग्लादेश में उन लोगों ने अपने बना रखे थे हाइड आउट्स, दोस वर ऑल डिमोलिश्ड। तो अब वो सुना है फिर एक्टिव होने शुरू हो गए हैं, तो वो एक हमारे लिए बड़ा स्ट्रेटेजिक इंपॉर्टेंस का वो पॉइंट आप वैसे तो आई एम जस्ट सेइंग इट ब्रिंग मोर डेप्थ टू योर आंसर। अदरवाइज यू हैव अ वेरी प्लीजिंग पर्सनैलिटी, योर लैंग्वेज कमांड वाज गुड एंड यू आर वेरी बैलेंस्ड, लुक वेरी कॉन्फिडेंट। अदरवाइज ऑल द बेस्ट।
Thank you, sir.
So Harshita, same opinion, good personality, good communication, and I'm sure you will do well. Keep it up. Wish you all the best. Keep working on content.
Thank you, sir.
Any questions, Harshita?
No, sir. I think you all have covered adequately.
Harshita, you need to bring finesse in your answers. I'll give you an example, very brief. When you said EU, I asked you about EU. You said all which was sensible, which is happening. talks are going on, very generic, something which you can predict also, यही हो रहा होगा और क्या हो रहा होगा. अब पंच कहाँ पे आता? पंच ये आता कि सर EU में there were elections in EU and there was a delay on account of the new body of EU. Now it is completed and the new EU chief is coming to India. ये आपका ऐसा पंच होता है जिससे पैनल इम्प्रेस होता है. This would have been the finis.
Yes, sir.
You are so well aware of, you're following it till the last. Are you getting the point?
Yes.
So that means more current affairs reading and link it with your DAF areas.
All right, sir.
Okay? Try to improve as much. Otherwise, you have done very well. We have given you 65% today, which is fairly good for your first round, and maybe you will take some more mock interviews. 7 अप्रैल को है Harshita. I'm glad that you are here 3 months before.
Yes, sir.
That is how, this is how people become successful. So you do very well. By the time your actual turn comes, you would be an embodiment of confidence. Is it not?
Yes, sir, definitely.
All the best.
200 का आपका स्कोर इंटरव्यू में बड़े इजीली अचीवेबल आपके लिए. आज तो आपको 178 चेयरमैन सर ने बताया ना 65%.
Yes, sir.
It comes to 178.5%. But certainly you can touch 195, 200.
Yes, sir.
You have a good foundation, just build on it. Build with your knowledge. You are चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट हो, आपने इतनी मेहनत से वो किया. इट्स जस्ट द अप्रोच कि क्या करना चाहिए मुझे, उस आधे घंटे के लिए कोई ऐसा मुश्किल नहीं है.
Yes.
ठीक है. ऑल द बेस्ट यू.
Thank you, sir.